Aquarius. Okay, so a card just literally flew across and landed on my computer. Oof. Ooh, you got Crown Games, right use of power. Not normally a thing, actually, that I associate with you, Aquarius, the wrong use of power. Because Aquarians, and tell me in the comment section, because I could be wrong, I often am, Aquarians for me, I don't associate with wanting the crown. I'm not saying you never want positions of power, but I feel like it's not your main motive for things. So know that you're in a situation at the moment where you may be in a bit of a game of chess with someone, could be work. I don't know. We're going to take some tarot cards because that's why we're here, Aquarius. Welcome to your August 2025 love and general reading. Ooh, I love that. Okay. Oh, I love that. This deck, right? Aquarius, I know I can talk to you about this sort of stuff. Look, this deck, the Shaman's Dream Oracle, you can get it in many places, blah, blah, blah. It spawns cards overnight. It's like freaking Toy Story of the tarot world. I go to bed eventually and I come back to it and there's cards I've never seen. I've had it for years. I've never seen this one. You get Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. I've never seen this one either. I know. Yes, I do shuffle them, if that's your next question. Okay. Crown Games, positions of power, right use of power, Magician's Sword. Now that's so interesting because Aquarius, I associate Aquarius with the Magician. Always have done as a reader. Every reader has their thing. I've been reading for a long time and that's my thing. Probably in the last 7 or 8 years I've come to associate Aquarius with the Magician. I'm going to fling some cards for you. Give us 3 cards that tell us why Aquarius needs confidence in their magic. What's feeding into this from the past, first of all? Let's start with the past and work our way up. Oh. Starting with the past, where you get a card that's all about the past, which is the Six of Cups. This is the hometown card. It's the Hallmark movie. I've gone back to my hometown. You know, my it's always someone I've never met, isn't it? Like my uncle, my obscure uncle owned a bar and I'm going to take it over. Or my obscure auntie had a cake shop and now I must run it. And then I'm going to meet somebody who cuts logs for a living as the local volunteer fireman. That kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Nostalgia, longing. Six of Cups comes along and it speaks to us of yesteryear. And it's Mercury retrograde for quite a lot of August. If you count the shadow period as well, it's until at least mid-August. So we've got... I'm getting channeled message, full strings attached. I know it should be no strings attached, but it's full strings attached. I've never had that in my head before. I've got coffee going on there. Okay. Full strings attached. To me, that speaks of strands. And it's the kind of thing I get when you can't articulate to somebody what is going on. So we're talking about the past, what's coming up for you. There is some unfinished business with the Six of Cups, Mercury retrograde going on, and me having an itchy nose, which is always a sign for me, and then the Queen of Cups. You're normally the Queen of Swords, obviously in the sort of, you know, swordy air kind of a thing. But this is something you know in your bones and your water. You know this. Deeply embedded. You know this. I call her, this is Tyrion from Game of Thrones. I drink and I know things. Aquarius, you drink and you know things. Even if you're not drinking, you know things. Universe is saying to you here, through this reading, you know something. These cards are gorgeous. This deck, because everybody always asks, Divine Deco. It's gorgeous. Right, Four of Cups. Oof, the contemplation. Okay, what I'm getting from that, from the universe, is take another look at it. Tell me in the comments. Ow, I always smack myself on the tarot cupboard door when I do that. I'm all effusive and la whack. Okay, tell me in the comments your thoughts on that. But it's like, ooh, I'm getting so many channeled messages for you. You've dropped a stitch. So I'm getting knitting. So this is me knitting. I can't really knit. But my family can knit, but I'm the one who can't. I'm the non-knitter. But you can say when you drop it, you drop one and then there's like a hole in your scarf. Yeah, it's in the interweaving bit. There's something there. There's something there that you've missed. Whatever your situation, and we will look in the top line. I look at the general reading, the past, the present, the obstacles. Then I look at your love reading at the bottom here as well, and I also do an extended love reading. So if the love reading really hits home, that will be the first link in the description box. Queen of Pentacles, present energy is patience, and we all need patience when Mercury's retrograde. It's just, in some ways it's really, really useful. In other ways, it's really, really challenging, which is what kind of PR people say when things are difficult, isn't it? It's really challenging. Are you finding this challenging? Yes, I'm finding this challenging. Yeah, challenging. Nine of Swords. By gum, you're some mixed up kids this month. Okay. It's just started thunderously raining as well. We got it all. We got it all. This is the kind of rain that could lift a manhole cover, you know, literally. Okay. Six of Cups, Four of Cups, Queen of Cups. It's a lot of cups. There's a lot of feeling energy. There's a lot of intuition here. There's the Nine of Swords, which is worry about this. It's the 4 a.m. card. It's being awake. It's being stressed. It's knowing that you know something. This is really difficult to explain. What is the obstacle here? Oof. Sticking with it. The Eight of Pentacles, work. Normally Aquarius are quite grafters, actually. Like, I have a lot of Aquarian friends. I've got my Venus in Aquarius. And Aquarians do work. You need to work something out. You need to work something out. I would say, you know how you got that Four of Cups? That active thinking may not be incredibly helpful to you in this, but that psychic reflection is. So it may be that you need to meditate. It may be that you need to do whatever the weird thing is that you do. You know, this Magician's sword, whatever the weird thing is that you do that gets you where you need to be psychologically, do that. Because there's something you need to work out. But not in a maths face, you know, sums kind of a way. 1 second, Aquarius. I literally, because it's raining, I am just going to send a message to the boy who is upstairs. To tell him to make sure the cats come in. I know I'm very, very soft on my cats. What can I say? I don't want them stuck out here. Because when the weather gets like this, they're like, cat flap? What cat flap? And then they stay outside and come in like completely soaked. You're going to hear thundery things down the stairs as he goes down to do it. Douche, 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 douche. Okay, oh my God, Aquarius. The Five of Cups, obstacle card. Let's look at these cards. Okay. Five of Cups, Six of Cups, 4, 5 and 6 of Cups. So we're getting there. We're climbing the cups ladder. Something is going to dawn on you as the month goes on. I think it's going to become clearer, and I'm just looking in my moon diary. It's going to become clearer when we've got, I'm looking for like a new moon or a full moon. Boy just replied, by the way. Aha. Where's it gone? Okay. Saturday the 9th. Oh my God, it's in Aquarius. Of course. Aquarius, I'm nuts. Okay. We've got a full moon in your sign. Oh, I'm really glad. That means I'm kind of on the money there then. Full moon in your sign, an opportunity for clarity. But you still have to do some of the work. The universe will be pushed towards revelation at that time because it's a full moon and that's what full moons do. But you still need to wield your magician's sword. And also the knowledge that you gain, this crown, the right use of power, will then put you in a position where you can do something about it. I would not, whatever comes up for you, I would not set forth your challenge or react to something until that time. So until we get to at least the 9th of the month, because I don't think it will have the same power or potency, and I think it will backfire. So this could be a row you're having with your boss, it could be a row you're having with your boo, it could be a row, or it could be just some kind of suspicion that you have or weirdness. It's like there's something that you need to know, and the universe is throwing you hint after hint. I'm just going to write that down. Hint after hint after hint. Okay. Let's look at your love life. I'm going to use the same cards. I was going to use a different deck, and I might. But I just got like a channel message to use the same cards, which is not what I'd normally do, Aquarius. But when you're dealing with Aquarius, it's not what you'd normally do, is it? Hanged Man. You're like, yep, if ever I could choose a card for my love life, lady, it would be the Hanged Man. Oof. Emperor. Oh my God. Wow. Hanged Man, Emperor and Star, which is your card. I'm putting a wager on it that your love life is complicated at the moment, because I'm feeling the complication of it. Hanged Man energy here is very Neptunian. And Neptune is the god of water, I think. And you got all of these water cards. So you could be dealing with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And believe me, they like you. Water signs love an Aquarius. They do. They can't work you out, but they'd like to try. So some of you may be literally dealing with a water sign. Either way, there is some kind of delay in your love life here. And if we've got Six of Cups up here as well, and we're in Mercury retrograde, that delay is annoying and necessary in equal measure. So make the most of whatever this is. If this is you're in separation, if this is that you're not communicating or you can't work it out, it's okay. Be in the unknowingness, be in the delay, get into not knowing. It's a good thing. We then have the Emperor, which is one of you stepping up. I'll have a look at how in a minute. One of you stepping up, or the situation, it becomes empowered in some way, which I like. It needed to. It feels with the Emperor, sometimes it's divine masculine energy. So I may take a clarifier on that one. Then we get the Star. For one, it's just such a gorgeous card, and for two, it's your card. Here you are, with your Magician's Sword, in your full glory. Aquarius AF. I normally have my Aquarius t-shirt. Hang on. Oh, I don't know where it is. It says Aquarius. Oh, hang on, hang on. We can just hold it up for this, can't we? Aquarius AF. There you are. This is also hope. This is also manifesting. This is also your heart's desire. It's very important during this Hanged Man time that you work out what your heart's desire is. Not what you think it might be, but what it actually is in your heartfelt self. Six of Cups in your, almost in your sort of younger self, in your innocent self. It's really hard to explain. Yeah, Five of Swords, Venus in Aquarius. Playing games, games of chess, crown games, right use of power, shuffling about, bit of a puzzle. If this was like a murder mystery, it would be like, you know, when you get a red herring that it's one person, but it actually turns out to have been the other person. It's a bit of that as well. And it's a 5, which is a disruptor. So there is something of a merry dance going on. The Hermit. For some of you, someone's not speaking, someone's not communicating, someone's not talking. There's a distance, there's a silence, there's a puzzle. Whew! And then we get the Death card. Can I just say, let me just get rid of me a minute. Can I just say, like you can't see it for yourself, let me just shove these down a bit, as the actress said to the bishop. That look at all the mages in your love life. Hanged Man, Emperor, Star, Hermit, Death. Now this can be in like friendships, it can be in romantic relationships, but it's in your emotional connections. There will be delays, and those delays are meant to be. Okay, finger wagging. See my finger wagging? Those delays are meant to be. There will be stepping up, and those stepping ups are meant to be, but they need to be freely given, not asked for or encouraged. You will move into your power, Magician's Sword. There will be some aspects of shilly-shallying and nonsense and red herrings and just false leads. There is Hermit energy, and I suggest you follow that energy yourself, because Hanged Man, the Hermit, the Death card, it's a lot. There's a lot going on. Five of Cups, there is something for you to leave behind as well. There is a letting go of something. Even if you're just letting go of the need to know, it's still something that you need to let go of. Oh my God, this card isn't even from this deck. But I'm going to take it because it's weird. I may use this deck, I will actually. I'm going to use this deck for you in the extended reading. Because as I was getting the Art Deco deck out, I thought, ooh, a little bit of Mystic Maidens. And then I thought, no, I'm going to use the Art Deco, and the Mystic Maidens is in the Art Deco. King of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Jesus. And the King of Wands. And at the bottom, the Five. Right, this is a lot. We've got two kings in the reading. We've got two queens in the reading. What I'm getting for this is you and someone else in a relationship are moving around each other in almost like a kaleidoscope, so that neither of you can see where the other person is really at. There is flux, there is change. We're moving towards the Death card. We've got the Hermit. There is Hanged Man. There is weirdness. There is Mercury retrograde. You're an Aquarius. You can handle it. It's what you do best. You are normally the eccentrics of the zodiac. So be your eccentric self. Be the star. King of Pentacles, King of Wands is when somebody is something one day, something the next. They're flip-flopping between two states of being. It's really interesting, but can be discombobulating. And the Four of Pentacles is Sun in Capricorn. It's telling you to build up your reserves. Be quiet, step back, build up your reserves. Those could be physical, mental, financial. It's all energy. And then Five of Wands is just saying there will be verbal misunderstandings. It's going to be rife with them. So I would say if you're in a connection with somebody, and this could be, you know, whether this is work or whether this is romance, I wouldn't rely on social media or text messaging or email to come across in the way, in an accurate way. I'm not saying completely discount it, but just know it's not entirely going to be the full picture. So don't take it as read. Follow up. And then the Fool card. You come out of this a little bit like Tim Robbins comes out of the poo pipe in the Shawshank Redemption. Spat out at the other end of Mercury retrograde. I know. What's the new moon in August? Looking like Wurzel Gummidge with your hair up on end, covered in God knows what, moving towards the light desperately. I think we've got a Virgo new moon on the 23rd of August. Things should calm down for you and become a lot more simple and organised by then. But until then, it's slightly chaotic. But you know, Aquarius, you're easily bored. I always say this, and by God, believe me, when I used to do private readings, the whole world used to ask me about you. Oh, I'm dating this Aquarius and I just can't work them out. I'd be like, I'll put that on my pile of dating this Aquarius and just can't work them out people. So you're used to that kind of energy. You may be on the receiving end of it rather than, or it could be both of you, but I feel like you're good for this. You're good for the uncertainty. You're good at working things out. You know how things are with the universe. I feel like you have an affinity with Mercury. And also Mercury retrograde isn't as bad for you. Not as good as it is for Gemini, but still, you're up with the weirdness, and thank God for that. Okay, in the extended reading, we're going to look at these gazillion major arcanas that you got. The Hangman, the Emperor, the Star, the Hermit, the Death card. We will take some cards for the other side of the connection. So for your person, who's this person? What are they up to? What do I need to know? What's the shadow side? Because there's something in the background, so I'm going to have a good old dig and have a look. First link in the description box. I'm able to do it right now. See you on the other side. Namaste.